Hello peeps, my name's Donna, also known as Schwigg. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you are returning to my channel, thank you. I am here for my week 13 or 3-month update. Today is 3 months exactly for me. I'm going to start with my stats. I had, and I'm doing this without looking at my paper, so bear with me for a second here. I had gastric bypass, September 14th, 2016, Dr. Tom Umbach of Blossom Bariatrics at Warm Springs Surgical Center in Las Vegas. My highest weight ever recorded was 337 pounds. The start of my pre-op diet, I was 227 pounds. The day of surgery, I was 303.3 pounds. Last week, I was 263.4. 263.4. Yes. And then this week, I am 260 on the nose. That's a 3.4 pound loss for the week. I believe it is I think it's 77 pounds lost since my highest weight. Anyways, I decided today, and I knew this for a long time, that at 3 months I was going to do pictures. I wasn't going to do it every month because I wanted to see some progress. I had a really busy day today. I had planned to do it first thing this morning. Unfortunately, you know, as big a house as I have, there's a lack of space. My children, my adult children, use our home as a storage unit, and right where I did my very first photo shoot in the garage, so my front door just opened. I have no idea why that happened. Anyways, what was I saying? So, my photo shoot. So, my son, my oldest son, has decided to purchase a couple of vending machines for a place that he owns, a building that he owns. And they're sitting in front of my garage doors where I was doing my photos before. I did everything I could to try to move them, and I couldn't even budge them. Those things are fecking heavy. Anyways, that kind of set me off a little bit for my day. And I didn't do that until this afternoon because I have just been go, go, go all day. So I figured time's running out. I got to get my photos in, and I can't move these machines. So I ended up bringing my tripod into the house and setting it up in a hallway, which is the only other space that I have with a blank wall that I can do any photos. And it's not wide enough to get your arms out all the way or whatever. Anyways, I did them. And I think that was a huge mistake for me because that put me into a huge, huge funk for the rest of the day. And when I say the rest of the day, I'm talking like after 4:30 because I worked, you know, steady, non-stop until 4:30. Anyways, I did my photos, and I put my 2 photos, my ones, actually I believe they're from June, so they are at my highest weight to now. So it's not even 3 months apart. It's more than that. But it's from my highest weight to now, and I honestly, I didn't see much change. And it really tweaked something inside me. And I can't believe I'm still getting upset about this because I've been doing, you know, I should be over it by now. So yeah, I really tried hard to see some changes, and I could see change in my face. I didn't lose 70 pounds off my face. That's the only place I could see change. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I've just shrunk in size because I know, you know, to try and get me out of this funk, I've had to think about, you know, some of my NSVs. I'm wearing clothes out of a closet. I haven't worn clothes in for over 2 years. They're all 2Xs. I was in a 4X. I was in a solid 4X. I could get away with some 3s that were on the big side, but pretty much 4X is where I was at. So I am now in a 2X, and I can even get away with 1X sometimes. So I know I'm getting smaller. I've had to move my seat up in the truck. I know my legs haven't gotten shorter. I know that. So, you know, that's, my ass has gotten smaller. It has to have gotten smaller, even though I can't see it in these pictures. Anyways, I move my seat up in the front, or move my seat up when I'm driving. So my legs, when I sit in a chair, I sit with my legs closed. I just realized this the other day. I sit with my legs closed. I don't remember the last time I've done that. Well, that's not true. I've done it, but it was a huge effort to try and keep them closed, to try and, you know, most of the time, 327, 337 pounds, I sat like a man because I couldn't sit with my legs closed. I just couldn't. So now they're closed. I have crossed them. That's quite an accomplishment for me, but they don't want to stay crossed. So I'm not there yet. What are some other NSVs? All the medications that I've gotten off of. That's huge. That's huge. I'm not using my CPAP anymore. My husband tells me I don't snore at all. You know, whether I'm sleeping in bed or having a nap with my neck all kinked over in the chair in front of the TV, I'm not snoring. My knees still hurt. My one knee, still hurts. I'm having problems with it. But you know what? It doesn't hurt the way it used to. It does prevent me from doing things, but it used to be excruciatingly painful. So I'm extremely grateful for the 70 pounds gone, that I have that much less weight on my knees. I don't remember any other NSVs, but because of my knees, I haven't really been doing any exercise. I get out there and I try every once in a while. I tried a couple of days ago and I've given up on the treadmill for now. The treadmill is not my friend. It's my favorite, but it's not my friend. So what I'm doing is I'm riding the recumbent bike, and I don't know if you all know. I'm sure most of you know what a recumbent bike is, but if you don't, it's the one where you sit on it and your legs are out in front of you and you pedal out in front of you. So I ride that, and I really did a good, hard, push myself workout on the bike, which I really believe most of the time we have control over our feelings and emotions and stuff. Most of the time. Today's not one of those days for me. I really believe that you know, it's mind over matter for a lot of things. You can choose to like something or you can choose to hate something, and people around you are going to know how you're feeling about it. Even when you don't like something really lots, you can choose to like it. You can choose to enjoy it. That bike, man, we have a love-hate relationship. So it's a hate relationship because, you know, on the treadmill, it powers for you. It keeps you going. It keeps you at that speed. So the effort, even though you're still putting in your full amount of effort into doing the walking or the running, the jogging, at whatever speed you're doing it at, the machine goes for you. Well, that damn bike, oh, you have to power it. You have to be the one to go and force yourself. And it's so much harder for me to do that. But my knee loves it. So I got to get it up here and really start to love it, because this is the day that I start. I will be out in the gym 5 days a week, at least for the next month. And then, you know, I'll reset some other goals and we'll see. So that's where I'm at right now with my exercise. Not to say that I don't do anything. I do quite a bit of walking around. I noticed on my Fitness Pal, it logs some of my steps, and I think that's when I'm carrying my phone around with me. Yeah, but I don't carry my phone around with me all day, so it is hugely inaccurate. The whole time I'm at the office, my phone stays in one spot, and I am up, down to the shop, back up from the shop, down to the shop, back up from the shop, constantly all day. And lately, now, it's in the snow, so yeah, that kind of sucks. So it's more of an effort to walk through the snow, especially since the snow is a foot deep, and now, because it is freezing, it's actually -7 outside right now. It's hard and crunchy and hard to, I keep hearing noises. Hard to walk through. So anyways, let me see. What have I said on my list? Where am I going here? You know, it's days like today when I can get on here and I can just talk to you guys that really help me out. And, you know, I've met a couple of you. I am so grateful for meeting a couple of you. I so badly want to meet a whole lot more of you. I am planning on going to the WLS FA in Portland, Oregon. I have not bought my tickets yet, so hopefully there's still some available, because I really want to go to that. I think I'm going to just make it my Christmas present to myself and purchase tickets this coming week. But, you know, when I watch your guys' videos, and I'm watching so many of you mostly every week, I feel like we're already friends. And as most of you know, I don't have a support group here. It's hard for me to talk to most people here. It's, you know, not to say my husband isn't supportive. He's extremely supportive. My kids are extremely supportive. But it's hard for them to know what I'm going through. And then on a day like today, oh my God. And it's because of those damn pictures. It really is. See, here it sends me off again. I'm gonna, you know, I said from the beginning, at 3 months I would do my skin flick. And so what the hell, I'm still gonna do it. So I'm gonna insert those pictures here. And yeah, I'll insert the pictures here. So those are my pictures. Like I said, I can see a lot of change in my face, but that's it. But anyways, enough about that. What else? Oh, I went out for brunch. I have some friends kind of long-time friends. I hadn't seen them in quite a long time. And one of the couples decided, you know, let's just all get together and put a traditional Danish brunch on at their house. And before we left, I asked my husband if he had told any of them, because he sees the husbands more often than I see any of the wives. Mostly through work he sees them, but I asked him, have you told anybody about my surgery? And he's like, oh, no, I don't think I've told any of these people about your surgery. I was like, okay, because I don't know how I'm going to handle this. So we got there, and I know before we got there, traditional Danish lunch is served in several courses. A lot of it is just little tiny stuff. Lots of it is usually on crackers. They put cheeses, and then usually fish is like the first course, and then they'll have breads and cheeses. They'll have, I don't know, I'm not doing this in the right order, but then meats and on crackers and cheeses, and oh, it's just, but it goes on all day. And then in between each course you're supposed to shoot schnapps. So I told my husband, I said, before we go, because I've been to several of these over the years, before we go, just, is it going to be all right if I, you know, eat what's on the cracker and then just put the cracker on your plate and you can finish it off for me, so that I'm not being rude or anything? And he's like, yeah. I had forgotten that at this particular place that this particular friend's house, nobody sits beside their spouses. The place settings are put there for you, and your spot is already picked out. So my husband and I did not sit together. They served it up kind of different this time. Instead of having everything on the crackers and stuff, they chose to have everything on the table, and then we put it together ourselves. We still did it in courses, but we put it together ourselves. So I was able to pass on the crackers and pass on the breads. I still had the cheeses and the fish and the meats. They had a dessert that came out at the end, an apple, a traditional Danish apple. And I passed on that, and you know, I could see my girlfriend who put on the lunch. You know, I could see she really noticed that I wasn't eating everything, you know, as much as I maybe normally would have. So at one point when she got up to go to the kitchen, I followed her and I told her, I said, you know, you have put on a fantastic lunch as usual. I said, but I need to tell you something, and because I don't want you to feel offended that, you know, I didn't eat the way I maybe normally would have. And I told her about my surgery, and she did say she noticed she noticed that I wasn't eating, and because the eating goes on and on and on, but I didn't make an issue of it or anything, and she felt that, well, maybe I was just on a diet or something. But no, I told her what the reason why. So and she was very supportive about it, so that made me feel good. I didn't tell everybody that was there. Maybe now it'll go around, I don't know. I don't think she'll tell anybody, but it's not a secret. I don't know why I didn't feel like I could just like blurt it out to these people, because they are my friends. And most of the people around me know about it. So, and I don't care if those people go and tell other people. Like, I think my biggest concern is I don't want to be known as, oh, do you know Donna, the chick that had weight loss surgery? That's not who I want to be known as. I want to be known as Donna. So anyways, back to my funky day, because you know, I wanted to touch on this a little bit. I really had to remind myself today, while I was having this mental breakdown about not losing anything, why I had this surgery. Now, I just touched on this in my last video, but I'm going to say it again. I did this first and foremost for my health. For my diabetes was first. If it was going to help my kidneys, nobody actually said it was going to help my kidneys, but it totally has. And my sleep apnea. Those were the first priorities I had about doing this surgery, for doing this surgery. It wasn't even called weight loss surgery in my books. It was to get healthy surgery. And then as I started researching, I was like, oh, this is weight loss. Oh, weight loss. So, yep, weight loss was part of it. And now I've come to expect it. And I get fluctuations, you know, as many of you probably know, I quite often lose for 3 weeks, gain a week, lose for 3 weeks, gain a week, and sometimes 4 weeks, whatever. But, yeah, so, that is, where I'm at with that. I don't know. Losing my mind again. My new favorite food right now to eat, the protein that I eat, drink, is, I make it. It's not a pre-made. I have not found a ready-made drink that I like. But this pre-made stuff that I have, you can also use it for cooking. I haven't used it for cooking yet, although I plan on it. But then it dawned on me, I am so freaking cold all the time. Why don't I just heat up my drink? It's not going to reduce the integrity of my protein because this stuff is made for cooking. And so I've been making my protein drink with both vanilla or chocolate and hot water. And it is a whole new thing for me. I love it. It is so nice. Number one, to be able to hold my hands around a cup that is nice and warm because my hands are always freezing. I don't drink tea or coffee. So that, you know, that's having my hot protein is just, it's unbelievable. So, I'm having 2 protein shakes every day now, and I'm loving it because I am so cold and it is so nice and warm and warms me up. So, you guys, I put out a question at the end of one of my short videos that I'm still answering all your guys' questions from my giveaway. Now, if you see a question that you asked on the giveaway and I did not acknowledge you, I haven't read all the questions. I have read them. I know there's lots of doubles in there, but basically because of lack of time, I go in and I basically go to the bottom and go, okay, which ones haven't I answered yet, and work my way up. And so I'm acknowledging the first person that I come across. When I come across your question, and it's the same as one that I previously answered, I'll probably answer it again. Maybe come at it from a different angle, or maybe by the time I get to it, it will be, I'll have a slightly different answer for it, because I'm just, every week I'm another week out, and things change all the time. So I did ask everybody out there if they appreciated those short videos. I know this is a long one. This is a week one, you know, my week and my 3-month update. So I knew that this would be a longer one. But you guys expressed a lot of enthusiasm for my short videos. So I will continue to do them that way. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. I actually don't mind doing them every day. It kind of takes me out of the work mode for just long enough for me to refocus myself. And you know, you need a break during the day, and I don't always get that. I'm self-employed, so it's self-inflicted if I don't get it. But that kind of takes me away from things. It breaks my day up a little bit and allows me to refocus for the rest of the day. So I enjoy doing the short ones. And what else? There are several people who are having their surgery this week. And I had a big list of acknowledgements that I was going to say, and I have misplaced it. I don't know how I could misplace it. I don't misplace anything. I never throw things out. Papers, anyways, you know, I got to keep everything for my taxes for 7 years. So, anyways, the ones that I can remember. See Tammy, she had her surgery today, and sounds like she's doing good. She's awake. She's doing a hell of a lot better than I did on my surgery. At least she's with it. And Red Henful, she had her surgery, I believe, a couple of days ago. And you guys are going to rock this out. In my opinion, that was the hardest part, for me, was the surgery. I know I'm not knocking how hard that this can be, you know, and it's a rest of your life kind of thing. But for me, the anxiety that working up to the surgery was hell. It was absolute hell. So, you know, that's what I mean when I say you're over the hump, and you know, you're only going to go up from here, and you guys are going to rock this out. So, anyways, I think that's it for my 13-week or my 3-month update. I am at 25 minutes. Like, holy smokes, I haven't done one of these videos in a long time. So, again, thank you so much to all of my subscribers. You guys mean the world to me, that I can get on here and just vent and talk to somebody, know that somebody is listening, and it helps. It really does. So thank you very much to all my subscribers, new and old. And I am catching up on everybody's videos. I've got to catch up on commenting back to you guys on my videos, but I kind of sit down, I get into a mode, and I go through and you know, comment back on everybody's things all at once. So that's probably going to happen sometime this week. So I hope that you guys are having a great day. I'm already feeling better just having vented to you guys. Probably the best I've felt since 4:30 this afternoon. And it's my bedtime. So I'm going to say, peace out, peeps.